First move, computer 1. Draw card. Begin duel. Computer 1, mana charge. Computer 2, draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
I'm Lizard Archer, kicking off round 3. Who's going to win this bout then? Both fire spaces right next to each other with a fire deck, so I would probably anticipate this fire space being taken. No! Okay.
Summon.
Bogus Warriors. So, Computer 2 with a chance to take both fire fields.
Computer 2, draw card. Mana charge. Computer 1.
Nope, passing it back. Advantage with Computer 1.
Mana release.
Who chooses water?
Summon.
3 foxes. Creature in front of them is rotated 180 degrees upon their summoning. Excuse me. So 1 damage for the archers. First damage drawn. Archers are now facing north and off the field, so they're pretty much useless in their current state.
Mana release.
There goes the other fire space to Computer 2. Part Mole Axe Thrower attacks in 3 directions in front of it and to either side.
Unlock.
And off comes a lock.
Computer 1, draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
Now comes 3 foxes. And they're going to rotate those axe throwers 180 degrees off the board.
Attack.
Now the 3 foxes are facing a blind spot, so an extra damage for them. Ooh.
Computer 2, draw card.
Nice use of the foxes. They're gone nice and early though, so you can't use them against a stronger creature. Just to face them off the board. Flame Novice adds 1 to his attack half the time. This happens at each attack, so will it buff? No! Just hit him for 1, but 1 is all he needs. He is hitting the blind spot after all, but he only needed 1 damage.
Mana charge. Computer 1, draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Attack.
Fox is going to deal another 2 damage to the axe throwers. They are now out of here.
Mana charge.
Fire space available.
Mana release.
Not claiming it.
Summon.
Or instead go after the novice. 1 damage is all he needs. And 1 damage is all he's going to do. Down goes the novice.
Did you see that, my legions?
Mana charge. Computer 2, draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
Here's our first big heavy hitter. We have a, well, I'm saying heavy hitter. We've got a Flailmonger, so it makes those two spaces in front of it cost 2 more summoning. And it's going to cleave them for 1. So down goes those skeletons. Not really a heavy hitter, but it's just there. It's annoying.
Computer 1. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release.
Here's single cost for the fire.
Summon.
And Gabba has a total of 0 attack. But if a target creature is on water, it increases its attack by, I think it's 2. However, it will do 1 damage here because it's just the 1 damage from the blind spot. Yeah, if the target creature is on a water field, it adds 2 to its attack.
Mana charge. Mana release.
They can still deal the 1 damage from the blind spot. Out comes Flailmonger. Another 1 damage into these skeletons. Not really worth it. You are paying 2 damage each time to do 1 to these skeletons, so he needs to get rid of the skeletons quick if that's his game. And the Vulgus Warrior will happily do that. Attacks in 2 directions at once and hits for 2 damage.
Attack.
Sorry, these aren't the Vulgus Warriors what are being attacked. Well, they're skeletons. They're a pain in the ass. They're gone. By the same skeletons.
Mana charge.
Turning on their own kind. So they're out of here. No mana for Computer 2 now.
Mana charge.
Who did pass their turn. Alright, they didn't. No, I'm reading this wrong. My brain's going away from me. Fishes of Goalie for Computer 1. Flip the elemental field to its other side, so this fire field is going to become a Byleth field, which means those archers have lost their +2 bonus from being on the fire space.
Mana charge.
So they die.
Mana release.
Computer 1 will take that space.
Summon.
And have Flame Lizard Archers of its own.
Attack.
Flame Lizard Archers attack twice, so we're going to get 2 damage here. Flailmonger down to half health.
Computer 2. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release.
And here comes Computer 2's Fishes of Goalie used on the centre field. So we're going to flip this from wood to earth, opposite of what the Tree Foxes are. So they're going to lose 2 health from not being stood on wood anymore, and lose 2 more because they're stood on the opposite element of earth. Very deadus.
Mana release. Summon.
Out comes Flame Novice. Will he buff this time?
Attack.
No, no buff this time. He's just going to deal 1 damage. Although he is hitting a blind spot, so that's going to be doubled. He's going to get his bonus damage from it.
Computer 1. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Attack.
Reactivating the archers to attack the Flailmonger. Again, the archers attack twice, so this will be a dead Flailmonger. down it goes. And if it was me personally, I'd take out the novice in the middle, because that's just going to kill your Flame Guard recruits for 1 damage. For 1 cost, sorry. And that's exactly what he's doing with his own Flame Novice.
Attack.
It only needs 1 damage, but will it buff? No, it won't. Rolls are not good for these boys today.
It was an honor.
Oh, he only needed 1 damage. You got a bonus for it in the blind spot, so down goes that one.
Charge.
Real good battle of the weaklings here.
Draw card. Mana charge.
I'm eventually going to have to see some larger boys come out.
Computer 1.
Computer 2 passes, so this will put Computer 1 into check.
Mana release.
Put itself into a nice strong position. It does that with another Flame Novice.
Check. Computer 2.
So Computer 2 does have multiple options here. 6 mana, 2 creatures on 1, 2 creatures on 2. It can get out of this quite easily.
Summon.
And if you're going to get out of a position like this easily, you might as well use him. He is going to lose 2 mana because he stood on the opposite element of water. He is a fire creature. But then he is going to cleave this entire column. That's a way to get yourself back into the game, I suppose.
Mana charge. Mana charge.
Actually quite a good card to use on the summon.
Computer 1.
4 cost for a creature which hits everything in front of it for 3 damage.
Charge.
Not many cards that hit that well for that cost.
Summon.
The answer is part more Axe Thrower. And these lads are going to be able to take out the commander because it did hurt itself by being summoned onto a water space. So 2 damage is enough to take him out.
Mana charge. Computer 2. Draw card.
Computer 2 has anything that can cleave this left column. That would be very good.
Summon.
You said that? That's not a bad shout either. Behemoth Terraformer. So it's going to attack the Flame Novice for 1 damage. It will also swap the field that it stood on with the target of its attack. So the Novice dies to the 1 damage. If it didn't, it would have now been stood on water a water field, so would have taken extra damage.
Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
There's Computer 1's Flame Lizard Commander, again summoned onto water. Is going to lose 2 health.
Attack.
Going to attack the Behemoth Terraformer. Casual 3 damage for it. It's down to 1 health. Terraformer will counter and swap its field. So the Lizard Commander is no longer stood on water. But it's going to gain that 2 health back.
Computer 2. Draw card. Mana charge. Computer 1.
No summon for Computer 2 there, so Computer 1 once again gets to summon into check.
Mana release. Summon.
Out comes Flame Guard Recruit.
Attack.
We'll have the opportunity to attack 2 targets here. +2 because the Behemoth is stood on water. That's enough to clear those out. best position you can be in now for Computer 1 because it has complete reign of the board.
Check. Computer 2. Draw card.
Computer 1
Charge. Mana release.
rotating his Novelgus warriors.
Attack.
Going to take out the Flame Guard recruit, so they are going to be taken out. Which survives for another round.
My warriors, we have won.
Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
Comes Tree Foxes. They're going to flip the Commander, facing the opposite way. Commander does have a weak spot on all sides apart from in front of him, so bonus damage there. So he's down to 1.
Computer 1. Draw card. Mana charge.
9 mana for Computer 1 now.
Mana release. Summon.
Excuse me. Panel Axe Thrower.
Mana charge.
Bonus mana there, courtesy of the Commander.
Attack.
They're going to take out those warriors.
Mana charge. Check. Computer 2. Draw card.
Check
Mana
once
charge.
again for Computer 1.
Mana release. Attack.
Paying back into the Foxes to get rid of this Commander. Oh, excuse me. Ugh. Down goes the Commander, so he's providing no more benefits. Especially to them.
Charge. Mana release. Summon.
And out comes another Tree Foxes. Rotating the Flame Novice off the board. He only has 1 health. And these Foxes only need 1 damage.
I am defeated.
Down goes the Novice. I'm trying to think, is that all the Novices now
charge.
gone? There is 2 in each deck. I think we've seen at least 3 die. I'm not sure if there's a 4th or not.
Mana release. Summon.
But regardless, this is not a Novice. It's a Terraformer.
Attack.
Attacking the Tree Foxes, so it's going to deal 1 damage here. And as always, it's going to swap its field with the field that the target stood on. So those Foxes are no longer stood on wood. They're going to lose that 2 health bonus and die.
Charge. Computer 2. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
Now comes Behemoth. Half the time it will transform, will it? Yes, it will. Becomes Big Doggo instead of Little Pup. Its attack changes to 3 directions at once, and it gains +2 attack.
Attack.
Now a 3/3. It's very bad news for these axe throwers. Well, because they have quickness, they will get to attack first, dealing 2 damage. Behemoth down to 1 now. It gets to exact some revenge. And down goes the axe throwers.
Mana charge. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
Dwarf Sniper. Two fields in front of Dwarf Sniper cannot dodge. Not that it's gonna even try to. Behemoth can't do that. Excuse me. I've just thought Dwarf Sniper would be very good against the Beacon of Kaishe, which has perfect dodge.
Mana charge.
The Beacon of Kaishe is in front of you with perfect dodge, meaning that it dodges all physical attacks.
Computer 2.
If you summon those
Card.
with Beacon of Kaishe in front of it, they're going to get rid of that dodge, aren't they?
Summon.
Another way of taking it down. Something to remember.
Attack.
Out comes some Flame Lizard Archers. These guys attack twice. So 1 damage for the dwarves and 2 damage for the dwarves.
Computer 1. Draw card. Mana charge.
Computer 1 once again summoning into check, and that is a big cost.
Summon.
Out comes Flameheart. Who is going to provide many good things.
Check. Computer 2. Draw card.
Check for Computer 1.
Mana charge. Mana release. Attack.
So Flameheart is providing +2 magic protection for all of the allied creatures. So these archers are once again going to attack, and they're going to take 2 more damage off of the snipers. They're now down to 1.
Mana release. Summon.
Out comes Leapfrog Boss, ranged creature, so he's going to take that remaining health off.
Attack.
Excuse me.
Take this.
That keeps him in the game for another turn. It is still a 1 health creature, so not the end of the world.
Mana charge.
Big difference in creatures here. We've got 3 4 health creatures and
Computer 1. Draw
3
card.
creatures with less than 2. 2 or
Mana
less.
charge.
Big mana difference as well. Computer 1 choosing to not summon.
Mana charge. Mana release.
What? Why would you not summon with 8 mana?
Summon.
You can afford everything. Regardless, Flameguard Recruit comes out for Computer 2, and that puts Computer 2 into check.
Computer 1.
Computer 1 needs to kill.
Card. Mana charge.
11 man, 10 man now. Anything will work.
Attack.
Out comes Terraformer. Picking a fight with the Flameguard Recruits. It is in a blind spot, so that 1 damage becomes 2. It also swapped the
Mana
fields.
charge.
That bottom left field is now a wood field.
Mana release. Attack.
And then pours into the axe throwers, who are going to take out the frog. So knocking Computer 2 way down to size there.
Mana charge. Mana release.
Did have to lose a mana there because it killed the Leapfrog boss.
Mana release.
Computer 1 can still summon though.
Summon.
Now comes a Flame Lizard Archer. Buffed by Flameheart for +2 magic protection.
Attack.
And they're going to attack Computer 2's Flame Lizard Archers, and again, Archers hit twice. So, 2 damage is all he needs. And there it is. 3 creatures, 1 turn. Damn. Did cost 7 mana to do all that though.
Check. Computer 2. Draw card.
Computer 2 has banked a bit of mana up.
Charge.
We need some heavy hitter.
Summon.
Not many heavy hitters that hit heavier than this. Although it's not hitting as much anymore. There's our golem gains attack for each empty field on the board. So there's 3 empty fields, it's hitting for 3. Down goes those archers.
Mana charge.
So now with a 4th field, it gains +1 attack.
Computer 1. Draw card.
Let's see Computer 2 with an actual
Mana charge.
tanky creature.
Mana release.
And not just a 1 health pleb.
Summon.
This is war! Kill them all!
Relentless skeletons. Now those are a 1 health pleb. But that's all it needs to be. Well,
Enough with you!
needs 1 attack, which it's got. Down goes the foxes.
My warriors! We have won!
Computer 1 will return back into
charge.
check. But you've got to feel that those skeletons are the target. Golem is happy about the extra field.
Computer 2. Draw card. Mana charge. Discard.
Discarding 2 cards for a spell. The Beacon of Kaishe and a Flame Guard Recruit have been discarded. The Festival of Fire. Discard 2 creatures. At least 1 must be a fire creature. During your opponent's next turn, add 3 to the summoning cost of creatures on non-fire fields.
Mana release.
And then he's going to summon
Summon.
Shaman Zolda, the only magic creature in this deck.
Attack.
And deal 2 damage to Flameheart.
Whirlwind of flame! Deprive! Devour! Denounce!
How dare you attack the mighty ball? You should be ashamed.
Computer 1.
So now Computer 1 has to pay 3 extra onto a summoning cost for anything.
Mana charge.
And he's not going to do it. Shaman Zolda returns those... Were they archers to Computer 1's hand? He's a bit of a tricky creature you've got to remember, Shaman Zolda.
Mana charge.
So during your opponent's resolution phase, you can choose another creature with a summoning cost less than or equal to the number of lizard creatures in your graveyard and return it to the owner's hand. So every turn he can just choose a really low cost creature and throw it back into the player's hand. Behemoth doesn't like that. So he attacks, swaps the field and deals 1 damage.
Mana release.
Computer 1 summons his own Shaman Zolda, so they can both now do it. Tricky to remember how many lizards are in each opponent's hand, which I've not been keeping track of. But Shaman Zolda for Computer 2 is now dead. So that's not happening anymore.
Charge.
Computer 1 massive advantage now. Not only just in fields, but it's just like, oh, Computer 2 summons something, it's very cheap. I choose to send it back.
Computer 2. Draw
That's the
card.
power of Shaman Zolda.
Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
And this will probably get sent back, regardless of what they do.
Attack.
They are going to be able to take out Computer 1 skeletons.
Begone!
Mana charge.
So away they go. Shaman Zolda going to get rid of them. Ah, he's going to choose to send the golem back.
Computer 1.
This is unless you get rid of Shaman Zolda, he's just going to get rid of whatever Computer 2 throws at him.
Mana release. Summon.
Patmo Lax Thrower.
Smell the fresh meat. I'm not finished yet.
Yeah, this is...
Attack.
This is very painful now. Now Computer 1 has complete control of the board. The only thing that can save Computer 2 from this now is if Computer 1 runs out of cards before it does, but at the moment, Computer 2 will overdraw before Computer 1 does.
Mana release. Summon.
Out comes Flameheart. That field is treated as fire.
Computer 1.
Shaman Zolda choosing to return one of its own creatures.
Mana charge. Mana release.
Interesting. Lose your field bond. The target creature has field morph. So the wherever it was stood on now becomes the element that the creature belongs to.
Mana release.
So
Summon.
Flameheart is now summoned on fire. And out comes a Beacon of Kaishe. And because of the Flameheart at the bottom space, that centre space is being treated as fire. So Beacon of Kaishe is being buffed and receives all of the buffs it would normally do. It has +2 magic protection, and it has perfect dodge. Shaman Zolda sending it back to its hand. What the hell is going off with Shaman Zolda?
Computer 1. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
I'm not sure if it has to be done every turn. Out comes Beacon of Kaishe again.
Discard. Graveyard.
What the hell have we got rid of here?
Check. Computer 2.
And I think that's Lament for Claire Will that's been discarded. I'm not entirely sure why, but this is tough to keep up with Zolda just getting rid of things all the time. Out comes Relentless Skeleton.
This is war. Kill them all. Not so quickly.
Computer 1 is in check.
Attack.
Skeletons are going after the axe throwers. The axe throwers will go first.
I cannot die.
Do not fear. I'll let you head first.
Mana charge.
So they kill the skeletons. Shaman Zolda's now going to get rid of something. Right, so it's mandatory. So Shaman Zolda's just going to keep getting rid of anything it wants at this point.
Mana release. Summon.
Monger is going to go after Flameheart. This game is now, unless something strange happens on the next turn for Computer 1, Computer 2 will have lost this game because he's only got one turn left. Well, each player only has one turn left, but...
Discard.
Oh, hello.
Graveyard.
Okay, so Computer 1 is now discarded.
Check. Computer
D's
2.
command.
Draw card. Mana charge.
I'm not sure where these discards are coming from, honestly.
Summon.
Vezar Golem comes out. And Beacon of Kaishe is recalled by Shaman Zolda. I'm sorry about that, I have no idea what was really happening in those last few turns with cards being
Computer
discarded
1.
and things like that.
Draw card.
There's a lot of fuckery going off here.
Mana charge. Mana release.
But this is the last turn of the game. Out comes Beacon of Kaishe for like the 4th or 5th time now. God, that was difficult to understand when Shaman Zolda starts getting rid of things and cards are just being randomly discarded. But,
Discard.
now there's another one being discarded there. It's being discarded from the hand, so I'm not entirely sure what's going off. I think it's all to do with Shaman Zolda, but I'm not sure. GG.
Computer 1 wins by library defeat.